I want to talk to you today about the shout of praise. The scripture is full of stories where when God's people lifted up a shout, supernatural things took place. Prison doors were opened, enemies got confused, even huge walls came tumbling down, all because of a shout of praise. There's something about being vocal, being expressive, demonstrating your faith. It releases God's power in a greater way. And it's one thing to be quiet and reverent unto the Lord. That's important. We should have a respect and a reverence. But there are times when being quiet is not enough. It's not even enough to just pray or sing or quote scriptures. The shout is what pushes you over into victory. The shout is what brings the walls down. When you lift up your voice and say, God, I bless you today. I lift your name on high. You are good. Your mercy endures forever. When God hears those shouts of praise, He says to the angels, get busy. Send healing, send favor, send deliverance, send supernatural breakthroughs. And I know some of you are like me. You're more quiet and reserved. It's not natural for you to be very expressive, very exuberant. I know I stand by Victoria during the praise and worship. She is always swaying to the music, tapping her feet. She's got her hands up in the air. I can hear her singing with her whole heart, very expressive, so full of joy. And here I'm there, quiet, calm, reserved. The other day, she looked at me and I was in deep prayer, deep meditation. She bumped me with her hips and said, come on, Stiffy, lighten up. I said, you can't bump me. I'm the pastor. I'm dignified. She bumped me even harder. But I'm naturally more reserved. But I've learned if you want to go somewhere you've never been, you've got to be willing to do something that you've never done. And it says in Psalm 47:1, shout unto God with the voice of triumph. Now realize that God hears us even when we whisper. But when you let out a shout, you're not only announcing to God, I trust you, I believe you, I know you have great things in store. But that shout is announcing to the enemy, favor is coming. Breakthroughs are on their way. Supernatural opportunities are in my future. I know I've been at a ball game before, and in the middle of the game,